If you'd like to see how I'm going to bedazzle and add some sparkle to this Pepsi can and transform it into this lovely creation, keep watching this video. Hey YouTube! Today in this video I am going to be embellishing this 12-ounce can of pop. And I am going to paint over some of the areas first because I'm not going to be doing anything to this area to add any rhinestones. It's like an NFL Super Bowl halftime edition can. So I'm just going to pretty much cover all of that up and all of this right here. So there's two ways you can do this. I've been experimenting with these Sharpies. So I have this Electro Pop color set Sharpies. I got this on Amazon for about $18. And it has 24 Sharpies in here. So I just want to show you, if you don't want to play around with the paint, this is cobalt blue. I think this is pretty close. If not, I'll work with it and make it work. But I just did like a little test area here. So like for example, this little barcode area right here, can you see that? I feel like this color is close enough, and you would just do something like that. And you'll go ahead and just color that so that when you add your rhinestones, it's actually going to match the can really good and you won't have to worry about anything standing out. So if there's a project you're working with, and I have yet to try this with a wine glass, but I can't wait to try that. You just cover something up if you don't want it to show through where you're adding your rhinestones. Because the rhinestones, it looks much better if your surface is the same color as the rhinestones. Liquid Fusion glue for this project. I'll show you how the bottle looks. I don't have it next to me at the moment, but Liquid Fusion. It's in a precision tip bottle right now. The paint is called Apple Barrel and the color is Cobalt Hue. So this was no more than 50 cents from Walmart. Just some regular little craft paint. Then you'll need a sponge brush just to go ahead and brush the paint on. Pepsi, whatever type of pop you decide, it doesn't have to be this, but whatever you're using, again, make sure it's the same color so everything can just pull together very nicely. I'm just going to use a little bit of rubbing alcohol to clean off the surface where I'll be adding the stones. So I won't bother the area where I already put the Sharpie. I'll just go around the whole thing just to make sure there's no dirt or debris or oil or anything like that. Then let that dry, of course. Okay, this may or may not be too much paint, but I'm gonna go ahead and brush that on. Right now, I have my blue rhinestones ready. This is 5mm. I also have 4mm. Then I have red, and I'll get to those later, but as you can see, the majority of the color I'll be using is the blue. So I have more of that Amazon for about $8, the wax pickup pen. And this little craft paint is no more than 50 cents at Walmart. Alright, so just go ahead and watch me paint this Pepsi can. And I'm really just going to be painting the areas that have these, the words. I'm not going to paint the whole can because I don't need to. And you just want to make sure you cover. Okay, so this is how the can looks now that the paint has dried. I did do 2 coats of paint, so it's not really glossy. It's just like a nice matte, and it's not like perfect, and that's fine. I just need to be able to cover up all that extra stuff that I don't want to show when I add the rhinestones. So I do have my blue 5mm rhinestones right here. I'll start with that. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some glue. Show you how I place the first couple stones. Really close to the very bottom. Zoom in, honey. This is where I am so far. I'm just trying to keep my lines tight and consistent as I possibly can. I was gonna just only use the one size, but I'm also incorporating some 4mm as well. But right now what I'm using mainly is the 5mm resin sapphire rhinestones. So that's what I'm gotten so far. I'm gonna go ahead and add some continue to add the rhinestones, but I'm trying to stay as nice and straight and tight and consistent as possible. So you can continue to watch me apply the rhinestones. This took quite a bit of time, but just take your time and try to keep your lines as straight as possible. Mine definitely are not perfect. I'm still working on getting my honeycomb method as tight and beautiful as can be. I did try to go against this with some sandpaper just to make sure there was a rough enough surface, so you can see that I did kind of scratch up the Pepsi logo there, but I'll show you how I'll go ahead and fix that. So right now I'm just going around this little white area outside of the logo with SS12 rhinestones. I made it work the best I could, but I definitely needed to have some smaller rhinestones instead, like maybe some SS8 or some SS6. So it's great to have different size variations for this type of project. As I said before, this is how I'm going to fix the logo. I was just trying to sand it to make sure it was extra texture, to make sure the rhinestones stay on. I happen to have found some 2mm rhinestones. They weren't clear, they were iridescent, but I made them work. You see how small the Pepsi word was, and I definitely needed the size to fill in the Pepsi words. So I'm just finishing this off, and I'm almost finished, you guys. I definitely felt like it needed to have something to finish it off at the bottom, just like I finished off the top, so that's why I'm adding the SS20 to the bottom of the can. Okay, you guys, here is the final finished result of this 12-ounce Pepsi can. I think it came out absolutely amazing. And this was a special order from one of my sister-in-laws. She wanted to have this as a gift to herself because she absolutely loves Pepsi. So this, of course, is for the Pepsi lovers. And just to have something that's cute, just to have it around the house or wherever you'd like to have it, this is great. So consider this as a wonderful gift idea. I like the red in the Pepsi. And again, I had to fill that in. I would not suggest you take sandpaper because it did scrape off a lot of the coloring on here. So I don't think it's necessary. I just know that some surfaces are a little bit too smooth and they have to be scuffed up, like when you do a tumbler. So let me know what you guys think. I will have another, I did do another can as well. It's Coca-Cola. So I'll be showing you that at the end of this video. Just let me know what you guys think. The blue 5 and 4mm rhinestones I use are resin, and the red 4mm rhinestones I use are resin as well. But the clear that I use on the top and the bottom are crystal glass rhinestones. You can use resin as well, but I use the crystal glass because that's what I had, and I just thought it would just give it an extra pop. So that's why I use those. Okay, you guys, here is the Coca-Cola pop can that I did as well. This is for the Coca-Cola lovers. I'll be dropping that video very soon. Be sure to check that one out as well. I really like the way that red came out. They're both super cute. It's really hard for me to decide which one I like the best. As far as drinking them, I'm probably more so on the Pepsi side, but I do really appreciate a cherry Coke, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up and share it on Facebook if possible. Thanks for watching. Check out my other rhinestone embellishment videos as well. I will have links where you can purchase these rhinestones. Go ahead and subscribe if you'd like to. If not, thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.